Nationalism is a political ideology that emphasizes the primacy of national identity, based on such factors as ethnicity, language, and cultural tradition. The arts have often played an important role in nationalism, and its core appeal has always been more rational than rational. The nation is held up as a quasi-sacred entity, greater than the sum of the individuals within it. Nationalist movements have emerged in countries that are agitating for independence from foreign rule, and such liberation struggles may represent a broad political spectrum. Such was the case in 19th century Europe, the birthplace of modern nationalism. At the start of the century, Germany and Italy consisted of numerous small states, while the nationalities of Central Europe were subsumed under the Austrian Empire. The emperors, kings, and princes who ruled these territories were by and large absolute monarchs, and the opposition to their rule included liberal and democratic, as well as nationalist elements. They were swept along by the poets and musicians of the Romantic movement, who drew heavily on folk tales and folk music to help forge a new sense of national identity. After a century of struggle, the rights of the smaller nations of Europe to national self-determination were recognized by the peace settlement that followed the First World War. This in turn encouraged independence movements in the overseas empires of the European powers. Nationalist agitation was sometimes violently resisted by imperial forces. By the period 1945 to 75, around 100 former colonies became independent, sovereign states. Nationalism has its darker side. The nationalist parties that have emerged in established nation-states have tended to stress, sometimes belligerently, the superiority of the nation concerned compared to other people and nations. In its more extreme forms, nationalism merges with racism and fascism.